everybody, happy Monday. Today I'm going to be going over some equipment you're going to want to have on hand to not only provide your guinea pig with a happy life, but a healthy life as well. Stay tuned. If you haven't seen it already, I did already make a video on some of the basic items that you'll need for your guinea pig. I'm going to link it up here if you want to go ahead and check that out first. This is going to delve a little bit deeper into the cares that you're going to need to provide for your guinea pig. A few of these items are essential, they are required in order to completely care for your guinea pig the way that you should, while a few of the other ones are just highly recommended. Let's go ahead and get into it. So the first item is going to be some nail clippers for your guinea pigs. Unlike some other animals, guinea pigs' nails do need to regularly be trimmed. The exception for this, however, is if your guinea pig does have access to outside. Sometimes going on hard surfaces like rocks or cement or even gravel can help to file down their nails naturally. But if you do have a guinea pig who lives indoors, they are going to need their nails trimmed. There are a couple different ones you can use. Personally, I just use human nail clippers. I find that they are easier to maneuver than the pet nail clippers. You can also use the pet nail clippers. These are the particular ones that I have. These actually came with Caelum when we adopted him. They're a little uncomfortable for me. Item number 2 is an item that I know I've mentioned hundreds of times, and I know I'm going to mention hundreds of times more because I believe it is that important. It is styptic powder. You're going to want to have this on hand because there's always that slight chance you might accidentally nip the quick when you're trimming their nails. It's just better safe than sorry. Just have it on hand before you trim their nails just to be safe. You never know. Item number 3 is something that I would argue is a requirement for your guinea pigs, and that's going to be a scale of some sort. The one I use is just a kitchen scale. It measures in grams. Generally, it's used for measuring meats, fruits, if you want to measure exactly how much of something you're consuming. But wouldn't you know, it's the perfect size for guinea pigs, seeing as how they're little perfect potatoes anyways. So I would recommend having this. If a guinea pig does get sick or if something's wrong, a telltale sign is a fluctuation in their weight. Checking your guinea pig's weight is a good way of seeing if everything's going okay with them. If they progressively keep losing weight, that might be a reason to take them to the vet immediately. So I would highly recommend having this on hand. Item number 4 may sound like something that is kind of common sense, but it's something you have to consider putting aside for your guinea pigs, and that would be cleaning supplies. It could be something like a dustpan, maybe some type of safe spray to spray down their cage when you clean it, because you do want to make sure that their home is happy and clean. You don't have to get a special spray. You can either make your own at home using vinegar and water, or you could probably even just wash it out with soap and water yourself. Just make sure to rinse it really good so there's no residue left over for your guinea pigs once they're ready to go back in their cage. I would also recommend some type of a small dustpan dedicated only to the piggies. Because of what you're going to be using it for, it's going to be used mainly for cleaning up a lot of their droppings. Maybe even if you have bedding, it might be touching some of their urine in the bedding. So just for hygienic purposes, have one set aside specifically for the piggies. Item number 5 would be a carrier for your piggy. In case something does go wrong and you do have to take them to the vet, it's best to have something that you can safely transport them in. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. The one I use is actually for a cat. I prefer it as opposed to the ones made for guinea pigs. The ones for guinea pigs or small pets in general are very, very small, whereas cat carriers tend to be a bit roomier, so it's a little bit more comfortable for them if you do have to transport them, even if it is a bit of a drive. There's going to be 2 parts to item number 6. So item 6A is going to be an emergency kit with some type of recovery food and appetite restore. The one that I use is from Sherwood brand. Appetite restore is great if your guinea pig is not feeling well and refusing to eat. That's only going to make them worse. If you give them the appetite restore, it will give them the urges to eat the hay, which will help keep everything moving in their tummy again. As for the recovery food, that's something if they aren't eating very much as well, you can give that to them and it'll kind of help regulate things in their tummy. If anything, it's something you can give them while you're waiting to get them to the vet. This item can be a lifesaver, so I would highly, highly, highly recommend getting it just in case. I can't tell you how many times that I have used it. And as for item 6B, kind of goes hand in hand with the first one, but you're going to want to have some type of a syringe, something to get the food into the piggy. There's a couple different syringes I have. I have the little squeegee one, which used for the appetite restore because that one's more of a liquid, and then I have this little push one, which they actually will eat out of. And those are just a few items that I recommend you have on hand for your piggies. Again, not only to provide them with a happy life, but a healthy life. If you're new here, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to ring the little bell so you'll know when the next video is available. I post videos every Monday morning, including educational, how-tos, and fun tidbits. We also have vlog updates on Wednesdays. Again, if you have any questions or future video suggestions, be sure to leave them in the comments down below. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you all have a safe and a lovely day.